Welcome to everybody who's here for the fourth installment of Jokes in My Car, okay? We're still in the parking lot in Los Angeles. Sunset Boulevard's not far in front of us, but it's a beautiful day out here, okay? It's going to be we're going to have a great deal today. It's going to be fun, okay? I've got to put a PSA out again, straight at the beginning. My eyes. I have two lazy eyes. I had one lazy eye 2 years ago. Now I got two. They're all over the place, okay? So I'm trying to look at the camera, but if for some reason I'm not, it's just because it's the end of the day and these bad boys go everywhere. See, look, that one goes that way, and that one goes that way. It's crazy, okay? On the side note, my peripherals are fantastic, all right? So we got that out of the way. So the eyes are sorted, all right? My eyes, it's the PSA at the beginning of everything we do. So I'm talking to my dad today. My mum and dad have just figured out how to video chat. You need to, some of you have met my father. My father is a mean looking guy, okay? But on FaceTime, he says to me, Dan, does my head look big in this? He's got the same size head as me, except he looks like if Palpatine from Star Wars had a kid with Uncle Fester. That is exactly what my dad looks like. Okay? Horrifying when you're FaceTiming with him. Okay? I keep waiting for him to ask me to cross to the dark side. But he's gone crazy. He thinks he's gonna win the lottery. And he said to me the other day, he said, Dan, I'm putting in my Powerball. He said, I've got an idea for you. He says, if I win Powerball, I'm gonna buy you a caravan. I said, a caravan? I don't want to live in a fucking car anymore. I don't need a caravan, Dad. If you buy me a caravan, I will burn that fucking thing to the ground. Okay? We're not getting a caravan if you win the lottery, mate. Okay? So I'm sitting there at CVS today. I go over to CVS across the street. You want to know what bad timing is? Everybody's got their mask on. I'm sitting in line, trying to do my thing. Okay? Guy wanders out of the line, stands right next to me at the cashier. He knows the cashier. And he's sitting there and he's looking at him. And they're having a talk. And I'm just standing there looking at this guy going, what the fuck are you doing standing right next to me? Okay? What are you doing right here? And this guy, I'm looking at giving him that look, giving him the look you give people these days when they get too close inside your social distancing. And he's talking to the guy behind the counter. They know each other about his mum. And the guy behind his counter says, listen, mate. The guy behind his counter says, oh, so how's your mum doing? I said, no one gives a fuck how your mum is doing. Now back up, mate. Then he answers the question. Oh, yeah, my mum died 6 months ago. Sorry. No one cares, mate. I'm sorry, buddy. No one gives a shit that your mum's dead. Now back up. That's how it works, all right? No one cares about that. All right, so Texas. Everybody in Texas, congratulations. You're back open. You're at the beach. Good for you guys, okay? Here's a question from me over here in California. For all you guys who went down to Galveston and went to the beach this weekend, what do you think the sharks have been eating for the last 2 months? Nothing, okay? Now, everybody knows that sharks, we call them knowers in Australia because they fucking know everything, all right? Everybody knows all the sharks have Australian accents. It's just part of how it works, okay? So you got two big great white pointers sitting down there off Galveston. One named Barry, one named Bruce. And they're sitting there talking about where'd all the shit go? Where'd all the good food go? They're in their quarantine box as well. They're eating some shitty noodles that they've got in the bottom. I don't know what the equivalent is for sharks, where the sharks have shark noodles. But whatever the fuck sharks eat when there's no good food around, that's what these guys are eating. And there's some poor old shitty shark, some little mako over here named Derek, who ate the last Chinese man, and they're all blaming this whole thing on him. That's how it's working, okay? They're like, Bruce is like, well, we had food before Derek ate the Chinese guy, and that's been the end of it since. I tell you what, better watch out. Bruce and his buddy Barry are gunning for you guys, okay? Just make sure there's one tourist, probably a Norwegian would be a good start. Push them out a little bit further, okay? Let them be the chum, all right? You really, really need to be careful with this shit because these fucking sharks are everywhere, all right? I mean, I went and bought a new swimsuit shirt the other day. I'm officially bone white. Look at this thing. White as snow. I can't go to the beach. I'll incinerate. I'll be like spontaneous combustion if the sun hits me. So I went and bought a rash shirt. Quicksilver rash shirt. I'm like, you know what? This will be great. I'll be able to get some dignity and go to the beach. It'll be fine. It's all black. Black slimming, not a problem. I got my rash shirt in the mail the other day and I put it on. And no, I don't look like a white whale anymore. Now I just look like a fat baby seal. I tell you, man, I'm worse. I'm worse like that. Anyway, I took a time to watch, I watched the UFC in Florida last weekend. The UFC 249. They did UFC in an arena with no people in it. Okay? There's no one there watching. Everybody's watching at home. And everybody in there is talking normal, except for Bruce Buffer. Bruce Buffer's the guy with the microphone who introduces people and says, in this corner, we've got this fucking guy who's going to rip someone's head off. And in this corner, we've got this guy who's going to stick your head up your ass. That guy is screaming, Bruce Buffer, what are you fucking yelling at, mate? What are you yelling at? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just take UFC out of the arena, considering no one's in the crowd anyway, and let's just put it in a bar. Let's use one of these bars in Florida that's not being used. Let's put UFC in the bar. They only need a ring that's probably about 15 foot by 15 foot. Okay? You can put them all in a ring like that. Put a couple of bar stools around it. How about that for realism, all right? I'd love to see a couple of guys sitting there in their Sunday best. Fuck the underpants and all the shit they usually wear. Put him out there in a pair of cargo shorts and a stripy shirt that all the single dudes wear. The single dude stripy shirt. And let him go for it out there in the bar. Let him punch on that way. That's the way to do it. UFC, fuck the island that you're going to put your people on. You just need an abandoned bar. UFC bar fights, you win the internet. It's over. Okay? That's what I'm into right now. UFC bar fights would blow my fucking mind right now. Okay? I mean, I'm in the car here. This is day 3. I got a hotel tomorrow night. I'm willing to tell you one thing right now. Febreze, this little bottle here, fixes everything. You can spray Febreze on a dog shit and it'll smell good. I tell you, I'm convinced that that's what's going on right now. Look, I Febreze the shit out of myself right now. It's fucking awesome, this shit. Makes me feel great. Oh, don't get in your eyes though. That stings a little bit. Okay? Febreze is the tits. Okay? If anything, this whole pandemic is an ad for fucking Febreze. I will tell you that right now. Okay? I mean, there are nights where I like to wind the window down, but you do get a bit of a raccoon problem around here. Okay? I'm not sure you can see, but there's trees and shit around here. I have to put my window down, so I put netting up to keep the raccoon out. What that doesn't keep out, though, the raccoon can hang on the fucking netting. I'm lying in bed the other day. I wake up at 4 a.m., got my CPAP mask on, open my eyes, and I got a big junk shot of a big set of raccoon nuts. He's hanging off the netting right in front of my face. So 8 inches in front of my face is a big set of raccoon balls. That's more raccoon than I ever want to see. Okay, I never want to see another set of raccoon nuts ever again. Okay? I'm done with that. No more raccoon balls. Okay? Just letting you guys know, I don't know if you've noticed in the back behind me here, I sprayed it, that's nice. But these shows pay for my food out here, okay? If you could, anytime during the show or afterwards, feel free to drop into Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. These shows make sure that I get hotel rooms and I can get a shower and I get fed for the next 2 weeks. I appreciate your help, folks. Back into it now. So the worst job in the world used to be the worst job in the world was a parking inspector, or maybe a traffic lawyer. I mean, you can think about a whole bunch of people that have the worst job in the world. But I can tell you right now, in the pandemic, the worst job in the world is the call center operator at the Department of Unemployment. If anybody should be on suicide watch right now, it's poor Beryl who answers the phone at the Department of Unemployment. Can you imagine how frustrating her job is? Not to mention calling unemployment, because I've tried and you can't get through. But the poor bastards that do get through are tearing poor old Beryl a new ass. I can tell you that much right now. Hello, unemployment. Fuck you. That's how that's working out. All right? But at least some people are winners in the pandemic, okay? I can tell you right now, all these universities that are going online, You're going to see it in a couple of years right now, probably 3 or 4 years from now. Well, productions like they do at the beginning, and you'll see it right here. Dexter Carter, left tackle. University of Phoenix, motherfucker. That's coming, okay? Gonna see a lot of online colleges in the NFL. Be some weird shit. It'll be like University of Southern New Hampshire to the left, online. That guy will be an NFL quarterback in a couple of years. With no, just purely from playing online. What'd you do? Just worked out. That's how it worked out. All right. So, I got told the other week, we did the 60-second movie review in the last set. Okay. What we did was The Lost City of Z. I hope none of you spent the 2 hours and 21 minutes that was required to watch that piece of shit movie. Okay. Lost City of Z was the worst movie I've ever seen. All right. I put a poll out on Facebook and I said, what movie should I 60-second review next? Well, I can tell you what they came up with. Sorry. I can tell you what they came up with. I've been told to review Crocodile Dundee. Ha ha, motherfuckers. Nice joke. But I'm going to do it. You give me Crocodile Dundee as a challenge, I'm going to do it. Okay? So here we go. Here's a 60-second review of Crocodile Dundee from your man, Aussie Dan. Crocodile Dundee has major characters. We've got Mick. Mick Dundee's the hero. There's Sue, the evil temptress, the American journalist. We've got Wally the wanker, his best mate. We've got Donk. Donk is based on every big bastard and every shithole boozer in Australia. Everyone has a donk. Every bar you get your ass kicked by this guy just goes bump, 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 hit you in the head. Then we've got Richard, the American douche. Richard may as well be a ski douche. It's interchangeable from the ski douche movies of the 80s. That's the same guy. Anyway, the plot. They go to the Never Never. Yeah, it's called the Never Never because you'll never know if you never go. Okay? Then they run into a water buffalo on a track and he does the trick, makes the buffalo go to sleep. He shoots a bloke with a dead kangaroo. Not the dead kangaroo shoots a bloke, but he shoots... Anyway, it's a kangaroo and he shoots somebody. Okay? Ernie Dingo turns up and goes, "Go, Mick, scared the shit out of me." Then we go to the next thing. Sue goes to the beach, goes to the river. Sue goes to the river, shows her ass, fills my teenage wank bank for about 4 years in Australia back in the day. Then a crocodile hits her. Mick saves her, stabs the crocodile. Bum, 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 bum. Crocodile's over. Then they go, fuck it, let's go to New York. They go to New York. He runs into Carl from Family Matters. Carl from Family Matters hits a guy with a boomerang. Okay? Then Mick figures out how a bidet works because it washes your ass. He does the buffalo trick to some dogs. Put some dogs to sleep. Then goes, "That's not a knife. That's a fucking knife." Then gets the girl on the subway. "I love you. I love you. Yay! Australia wins. America loses. Sorry." That's your review. I think I might have gone a minute 30 on that one. That might be a 90-second review. Fuck. All right. Then, now, on a side note, okay? I've been to the bar at the beginning of Crocodile Dundee, okay? Where he runs in, drags the crocodile around, slaps on the bar. I've been there, okay? It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. What it is, it's about 200 miles from the worst meat pie I've ever had in my life, which is a place called Camo Wheel, which is further into the Northern Territory, and it is a hunk of shit. I bought a meat pie out there. I bought a meat pie in West Hollywood the other day. It was the best experience I've had in my life. It was amazing. I hadn't had a meat pie in 4 years. It was amazing, okay? Now, Camo Wheel meat pie looked like Villa. Ran it over, let the meat just stew a little bit, then they put it into a pastry and sold it to me. Funnily enough, I was driving with a bloke who was a complete degenerate. He looked at it and said, "You're going to waste a good pie?" Covered it in tomato ketchup, tomato sauce for the Australians, and just wolfed that thing down straight at you, okay? Thanks, Callahan. I will breathe, mate. As long as everybody's still hanging around, we're good at this point, okay? All right, just a reminder again. If you hadn't seen the thing behind me, you can Venmo me at Texas Aussie Dan, PayPal, and Cash App. These shows keep my food coming, okay? I'm living off these shows, so thank you very much for your support. All right, now, where were we? Okay, Dan's Adventures in Edibles in LA. California weed is legal, okay? So occasionally I've gone a little hard on the gummy bears and the chocolates, okay? They're good. So hard the other day, I was in a hotel the other day getting a shower on. Shit shower shave day. It was fantastic. And I'm sitting there and I fell asleep watching Finding Bigfoot on Animal Planet. I woke up and I must have rolled on the remote because what I did was I pushed it one channel forward and now I was watching Ghost Hunters. I sat there. That weed was so good, I sat there for 45 minutes going, these Bigfoot hunters are fucking awful. They haven't found shit. I sit there going, this is the worst fucking thing in the world. When are they going to find Bigfoot? And then I flick back, I go, God damn it, it's Ghost Nation. Okay? It's Ghost Nation. I've got fucking, I click forward, then there's Ghost Hunters. Ghost Hunters, Ghost Nations, it's the same fucking thing. I'm sitting there on Ghost Nation. I'm sitting there on Ghost Nation, and they've got the house they're inspecting. The house they're inspecting it's a rundown reform school from the 30s. 12 kids suicided in this place. It's a horrible place. It's the worst place on earth. But then I look in the corner and there's some pools, and there's some insulation. And you look around and there's some new framing in this place. Someone is selling this place as a fixer-upper. Someone is remodeling the 1930s reform school. Now, I don't know. I know a few real estate agents and I know a few of you are watching this shit. But I guarantee you right on planet that when he gets asked, what the hell was this place used to be? He just goes, used to be a school. Not a reform school where kids died. Nah, just a school, mate. A school back in the 30s for gifted kids. It was an amazing place. They had a pool and shit. It was fluffy bunnies all the time. It was fantastic. Nah, little Timmy fucking cut his own wrists over there. Yeah, you can feel him when you walk in the room. Oh, gee, it's cold in here. Oh, yeah, no, it's got lots of natural air in these rooms. Lots of natural air. It's fantastic. Okay? Yeah, it's a fixer-upper. So, yeah, if you ever hear that, oh, it's a school from the 30s, what kind of school? Okay? That way you don't end up with a house when you're sitting in the kitchen one day and one of your kids' head spins around and you're wondering what the hell went on. You're wondering if you live on top of an ancient Indian burial ground. Nah, just a reform school. All right, folks, to who has just turned up late, and I know a lot of you guys have turned up late, so let me give you a rundown of what you've missed to this point, okay? We explained my life, which is fucking all over the place, okay? We spoke about my dad, who looks like Uncle Fester and Palpatine had a kid. He's video chatting now. He wants to buy me a van. I'm not doing that, okay? I got in trouble at CVS because I told her to shut the fuck up, and then he told me his mum died. Okay? We spoke about the first sharks back at the beach. Don't go in the water until Barry and Bruce are done eating. Okay, we spoke about Bruce Buffer and who the fuck is he yelling at UFC. We considered the UFC should be moved into a bar. Maybe it'd be bar fights. That'd be much more entertaining. I'm into that. Okay, we discussed that my new rash shirt makes me look like a baby seal. We figured out that Febreze fixes fucking everything. We talked about the raccoon at my window who gave me a junk shot one night, which is very nice, raccoon balls in my face. We talked about the University of Phoenix getting some fucking swagger back. We spoke about the unemployment call center operator. I did a 60-second movie on Crocodile Dundee and basically figured out that it's a Australian triumph against the ski mountain wanker, getting the evil girl in the end. I think that makes sense. Okay. We spoke about camel wheel meat pies. We spoke about Finding Bigfoot and not to get it confused with Ghost Hunter Nation. And we spoke about shitty real estate agents who turned ghost houses into bad things. Okay. So here's the big kicker of the day. All right. This is the big kicker of the day. I'm over at CVS before I ran into the guy who wouldn't shut the fuck up about his dead mum. Okay. I'm sitting there in line and I've got my mask on. Shit, hold on. I'm sitting there in line and I've got my mask on, just like everybody else. Okay, got to do my social distancing. And there's about 5 people in either end of me, okay? There's a nice little 6-foot gap between everybody, 5 people each way. All right, I've got my mask on, just like this. Okay, got my mask on. And I can taste what feels like a long hair inside my mask. a long hair. Now, I don't know if it's my hair. I was just at a hotel. I'm thinking, best case scenario, it's one of these. But I know it's way too long. I'm thinking, worst case scenario, it's somebody's nasty pube in my mouth, inside my mask. So I go to take off my mask. I put my hands in the legs, and this guy looks at me and goes, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, there's a hair here." And he goes, "I don't fucking care. Don't take your mask off in here." I look at the guy behind me. I'm like, "Mate, I just want to get my..." "No, don't do that." And I'm like, "Fuck." I'm like, "All right then." The lady in front is doing a return. I'm sitting there for 10 goddamn minutes with this feral hair in my mouth inside my mask. Because I really need the shit I got. I get outside, and what do you know? You rip your mask off as soon as I get outside. Oh, and there it is. Big curly whirly pube. Somebody's errant pube inside my mask. And it's 3 more days before I get a shower. That's an absolute bastard of a day. That's how it works there, folks. Oh, shit. You don't want that to happen. You do not want an errant pube inside your mask. I'd rather have coronavirus, to be honest. Folks, thank you very much for turning up again today. It's only a quick 20 minutes. I do 20 minutes every 2 weeks. I love the fact that you guys come out and check out these shows. Okay? I love the fact that you guys give a shit about what I do. If it's not for your help with these shows, I don't get to do them, and it doesn't work out here, okay? You guys are keeping my career going. I really, really appreciate all the help you give me, okay? Thank you so much for your help today. Again, if you want to contribute, it's right here. Venmo, Texas Aussie Dan, PayPal, texasausiedan@gmail.com, and Cash App, # TX Aussie Dan. Okay? What I will do is I'll hang around right now and answer a couple of questions if anybody's got them. Preferably not about raccoon junk. That's not what I want to talk about right now because, yeah, I'm already got PTSD from that. But anything else you want to jump out, feel free to put them on the thing there. I can read them right now. But again, thank you very much, folks. Anybody who shares this, thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you go to my YouTube, Dan Green Comedy, please subscribe. Trying to crack 1,000 subscribers and we can start monetizing this thing. Again, thank you for your help. I'm cracking the back door because it's hot as balls in here. Oh, and I might even have a shot of whiskey. Thank you very much, folks. Which Houston bar would I hold UFC fights in? That's a very good question. Off the top of my head, gee whiz, which Houston bar would I hold UFC fights in? Oh, it's got to be something small. Small and shitty. Oh, the Diamond Club. Yeah, let's put those UFC fights in the Diamond Club, the old strip joint across the street from Jack in a Box, down in Uptown. No, off of Greenway Plaza. That's where we would do it. Next joke. Next question. Who else has got a question, folks, while we get this thing done? For those of you who are arriving late, we're just about done. We've got the Q&A part. I've sweated my ass off. I've put everything on the line for you guys today. You're going to have to go back and watch the rest of it. TMC. Yes, the men's club. That's exactly where we should hold this thing. That's where we should hold it. You're right. That's where that shit should go down. UFC fights inside. Plenty of chairs and shit you can throw around. You got to put a couple of chairs in there, make it realistic, and some quality glassware you can really get a fucking whack on somebody with. That's what I'd be into. How hot are balls? Well, I think the median, I think to be officially hot as balls, it has to be around about 110 degrees. Okay, everyone's already infected at the Diamond Club. That is correct. If you went to the Diamond Club, the last thing you're worried about is fucking coronavirus, I'll tell you that much right now. TMC slightly cleaner. Dan Green, when will you sell out the Forum? When we can go back to work. That's on that's on the plan, man. Chris Kidder, that's on the plan going forward. How about we just get rebooked at a comedy club? That's the first thing I want to do. Okay? Is the raccoon balls or human balls? No, it was raccoon junk. It wasn't human balls. They look like little tiny nuggets. But anyway. Okay, folks. Thank you for your time today. That's it for question time. I love you all again. Thank you very much. If you can help out, the Venmo details are right there. I'll see you again in 2 weeks, and we'll give you some more blasts from out here in LA. Thank you very much. I love you all. Have a great night.